What if I told you that diabetes care in 2026 will look nothing like what we've lived with for decades? Not more injections, not stricter diets, not more guilt. Instead, we're talking about smarter medicine, personalized treatment, and technology that works with your body, not against it. And here is the shocking part. Most people living with diabetes have no idea this shift has already started. Stay with me, because the last breakthrough I'll share could change how diabetes is treated forever. Just a quick disclaimer, this video is for education only and does not replace medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making any treatment decisions. Now let's get into it. For decades, if you had diabetes, the medical playbook had one simple rule: control the numbers. Blood sugar, HbA1c, fasting glucose, that was the entire game. Doctors would tell you to watch your diet, exercise, take your medication, and just keep those numbers in line. And for a long time, we all believed that was the best we could do. But here's the problem with that approach, a problem that's becoming too big to ignore. Diabetes is not just a sugar disease. Treating it like one is like trying to fix a complex engine by only changing the oil. It misses the bigger picture entirely. So, what is the bigger picture? Diabetes is actually a much more complex disorder. It involves your hormones being out of balance. It involves chronic inflammation raging throughout your body. It's about messed up signals coming from your gut. It's about how your body processes and stores fat. And most importantly, it's about deep-seated insulin resistance happening at the cellular level. Your cells are literally starving in a sea of plenty because they can't get the fuel they need. Focusing only on blood sugar is like putting a bandage on a wound that needs stitches. It might cover up the symptom for a while, but it doesn't address the root cause. This narrow focus is why so many people feel like they're on a frustrating hamster wheel, constantly chasing numbers without ever feeling truly healthy or in control. It's why complications can still develop even when someone thinks they're doing everything right. But here's the exciting part. The tide is turning. By 2026, the world of medicine is projected to finally and fully admit this truth. The old model is broken. This isn't just a small shift. It's a seismic change in how we understand and approach diabetes. And that changes everything for millions of people. If you've ever felt like you're doing everything you're supposed to, meticulously counting carbs, taking your meds on time, checking your sugar constantly but your numbers still don't cooperate and you just don't feel better, this next part will explain exactly why. It's not your fault, and there's a new path forward. This shift means we're moving beyond just managing symptoms. We're starting to target the underlying causes, the hormonal imbalances, the inflammation, the gut health, the cellular dysfunction. We're looking at the whole system, not just one isolated number on a lab report. This new understanding opens the door to more effective, personalized strategies that can lead to real, lasting health improvements, not just better-looking numbers. It's about restoring function, not just controlling a disease. Stick around as we dive into what this new era of diabetes care looks like and what it means for you. What if I told you that by 2026, the way we treat diabetes will be completely unrecognizable? Forget everything you thought you knew, because the era of one-size-fits-all treatment is officially over. We're stepping into a new age of truly personalized diabetes care. Think about it. For years, the approach has been pretty standard. You get a diagnosis, you get a set of rules, and you're expected to follow them just like everyone else. But we all know it's not that simple, right? Why does one person thrive on a certain diet while another struggles? Why does the same medication work wonders for your friend but not for you? The answers are finally here, and they're more personal than ever. Doctors are now looking beyond just your blood sugar numbers. They're diving deep into what makes you, you. We're talking about your unique genetic makeup. Did you know certain genes can influence how your body processes sugar and responds to insulin? It's a game changer. And then there's your gut microbiome. The trillions of tiny organisms living in your gut play a huge role in your metabolism and overall health. By understanding your specific gut profile, we can tailor nutritional advice that works with your body, not against it. But it doesn't stop there. We're also analyzing your specific insulin response pattern. How quickly does your body react? How long does it take to come back down? This isn't just about a single A1C number. It's about the entire dynamic of your daily glucose journey. And let's not forget lifestyle factors like your sleep quality and stress levels. We now have concrete data showing how poor sleep or high stress can wreak havoc on blood sugar control. By identifying these triggers, we can create strategies to manage them effectively. Picture this scenario. Two people walk into a clinic. They have the exact same HbA1c level. In the past, they might have walked out with identical treatment plans. Today, they could receive completely different advice. One might get a recommendation for a specific type of exercise and a probiotic supplement, while the other might be guided towards stress reduction techniques and a different meal timing schedule. This isn't science fiction. This isn't some far-off future prediction. This highly personalized, data-driven approach is already happening in leading clinics around the world. So what does this mean for you? It means hope. It means empowerment. It means you are no longer just a number on a chart. You are an individual with a unique biological blueprint, and your diabetes management plan should reflect that. The future is about precision, personalization, and putting you at the center of your own health journey. It's an exciting time, and this is just the beginning. Have you ever felt like modern medicine is just putting a Band-Aid on a bigger problem, especially when it comes to chronic conditions like type 2 diabetes? Well, get ready, because a massive shift is coming, and it's happening sooner than you think. Forget everything you know about simply managing blood sugar. We're on the brink of a new era, and many experts are calling 2026 the year that changes everything. For decades, the standard approach has been, let's be honest, a bit superficial. We've used drugs that primarily block sugar absorption or force the body to produce more insulin. It's like constantly mopping up a leak without ever fixing the pipe. These methods can work, but they often come with a frustrating list of side effects. The risk of low blood sugar, unwanted weight gain, and the feeling that you're just managing symptoms, not solving the core issue. It's a reactive strategy, not a proactive one. But what if we could fix the pipe itself? That's exactly where we're headed. The new generation of therapies set to redefine treatment by 2026 are what we call metabolic medicines. These aren't just incremental upgrades. They're a complete rethinking of the problem. They aim to fix the root causes of metabolic dysfunction. So how do they actually work? First, they focus on dramatically improving your body's insulin sensitivity. Imagine your cells have become deaf to insulin's signal. Instead of shouting louder by pumping in more insulin, these new treatments help your cells hear the signal properly again. This means your body can use the insulin it already has much more effectively, restoring a natural and efficient process. Second, they target the liver. Your liver is a major player in blood sugar regulation. When things go haywire, it can start pumping out too much glucose, even when you haven't eaten. The new medications help calm this overproduction, essentially telling the liver to chill out and stop releasing unnecessary sugar into your bloodstream. This provides a stable foundation for your blood sugar levels throughout the day. Third, and this is truly groundbreaking, they work to restore hormonal balance. Our bodies are run by a complex symphony of hormones, and when they're out of tune, everything feels off. These new therapies help reorchestrate key hormones involved in metabolism, appetite, and energy. It's about bringing your entire system back into harmony, not just targeting one isolated number on a glucose meter. And here's the part that gets me really excited. Some of these therapies achieve all of this without increasing your insulin levels at all. Think about that for a second. That means a significantly lower risk of hypoglycemia, that scary drop in blood sugar that can be dangerous and unsettling. It also means less of the weight gain that is so often associated with traditional insulin-based treatments. Some even support what's called weight-independent glucose control, meaning they help manage blood sugar effectively regardless of changes in your weight. This approach flips the script entirely, moving from a model of disease management to a model of genuine health restoration. It's about empowering your body to heal and regulate itself as it was designed to. You're no longer just fighting a daily battle against high blood sugar. You're fundamentally improving your metabolic health from the inside out. This is why so many experts are calling 2026 a turning point, not just another upgrade. It's like the difference between getting a slightly better flip phone and getting the first iPhone. It's a paradigm shift. We're talking about better long-term outcomes, fewer side effects, and a quality of life that was previously out of reach for many. The future of metabolic health isn't about more powerful sugar blockers. It's about smarter, more holistic solutions that address the underlying biology. It's about fixing the engine, not just changing the oil. This new era promises more than just better numbers. It promises a better, healthier life. We're on the cusp of something truly transformative, and I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Here's something most people with blood sugar issues, and even many doctors, were never told. Your gut bacteria talk directly to your blood sugar. It's a constant conversation happening inside your body, and it has a massive impact on your health. This isn't some fringe theory anymore. We're on the cusp of a huge shift in how we manage diabetes and blood sugar. Think about this. By 2026, which is just around the corner, therapies that specifically target your gut are set to become a standard part of diabetes care. I'm talking about things like precision probiotics, which are custom designed to rebalance your unique gut microbiome. We're also talking about advanced food timing strategies, based on how your gut bacteria respond to meals at different times of the day. This is a game changer. These aren't going to be alternative treatments or experimental ideas you read about in a science journal. This is becoming mainstream medicine, the kind of care you get from your regular doctor. Why? Because the results we're seeing are absolutely remarkable. We're talking about significant improvements in blood sugar control, A1C levels, and overall metabolic health, all by focusing on the gut. For decades, the conversation around blood sugar has been almost entirely about insulin, carbs, and medication. And while those things are important, they're only part of the picture. We've been missing this huge, influential piece of the puzzle: the trillions of microbes living in our digestive systems. They produce compounds that affect how our bodies process sugar, how sensitive we are to insulin, and even our levels of inflammation. When your gut microbiome is out of balance, a state called dysbiosis can send signals that disrupt your blood sugar control. Bad bacteria can thrive, creating a low-grade inflammation that makes insulin resistance worse. But when you nurture a healthy, diverse gut ecosystem, the good bacteria flourish. They produce beneficial compounds like short-chain fatty acids, which have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity and help regulate blood glucose. This new approach empowers us in a way we've never been before. It means we have more tools in our toolbox than just counting carbs or increasing medication dosages. We can actively improve our metabolic health by changing the environment inside our own bodies, starting with what we eat, when we eat, and how we support our gut health. It's a proactive, personalized, and powerful way to take back control. So what does all this mean for you right now, today? How can you start using this cutting-edge science to support your own blood sugar journey? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into next. So what can you do right now before 2026 arrives? You don't have to wait for the future to take control. The journey begins today, and it starts with a few key steps. First, get to know your body. Start by understanding your personal glucose patterns. This isn't just about random finger pricks. It's about seeing the full picture of how your body responds to food, exercise, and daily life. Continuous glucose monitors are becoming more accessible, and they are a game changer for this. Second, shift your focus. For too long, the conversation has been all about sugar, sugar, sugar. But the real key is insulin sensitivity. How well are your cells listening to insulin? Improving this is the foundation of better metabolic health. This means looking at your diet holistically. Fiber, protein, healthy fats, not just cutting out carbs. Third, and this is crucial, prioritize sleep and stress management. These aren't luxuries. They're non-negotiable pillars of metabolic health. Poor sleep and chronic stress can wreak havoc on your blood sugar and insulin levels, no matter how perfect your diet is. Think of them as powerful tools in your health arsenal. Finally, have an informed conversation with your doctor. Ask about modern treatment options that go beyond just managing symptoms. Talk about the latest research and therapies that aim to improve insulin sensitivity and address the root causes. The future of diabetes care is proactive, not reactive. It's about getting ahead of the problem, not just cleaning up the mess after it happens. And those who start preparing now, who lay this groundwork today, are the ones who will benefit the most when these new breakthroughs become mainstream. They'll be ready to thrive. This journey is about empowerment. Diabetes does not define you. For so long, you might have felt broken, like your body was failing you. But I want you to reframe that. You were never broken. Your body wasn't failing. It was adapting. It was doing its absolute best to cope with the signals it was being sent. The changes we see coming by 2026 aren't about some magical overnight cure. They're about finally understanding and treating the condition the right way. It's about moving from a one-size-fits-all approach to one that is personalized and precise. It's about treating your body with the respect it deserves, using science and an appreciation for your unique biology. This is a new era of hope, grounded in real, tangible progress. If this video gave you a sense of hope, please give it a like. It really helps spread the message. And if you want to stay updated with more science-based health information like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What excites you most about the future of diabetes management? Thank you for watching.